in, but we are on.
All
How you
right,
doing,
all right.
Brant?
What's up, everybody? What's up, baby girl? I'm
I'm
chilling, hanging out in the big house.
hanging
What's
out in the
going
big
on out
house.
there?
Well, everything's just a little
Yeah.
frustrating. You know how it goes. You know how it
Oh
goes.
yeah.
I'm trying to get
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
chat on this other phone here.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Um,
What's up, TSOA land? I hope everybody's well out there tonight, man. Saturday night, hanging out, just chilling with baby girl. We figured come on here and kick it with you guys and chit chat a little bit. Uh, Trying to see what is talking about this past year and what's to come next year and see what happens. There's been a lot of shit that's happened this last year,
mm-hmm.
and a lot of shit that didn't happen that was supposed to happen, like getting me to the feds and
Mm-hmm.
moving this thing forward. But none of that happened, and so we had a lot of bumps and bruises this year, man. A lot of literally. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Huh.
So we'll see. Yep. Other than that, man, we're just hanging out on a Saturday night. We got people in the chat yet, or what, girl?
There's the. I think that's Tim K checking in. I can't see it from here. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still trying to get this thing loaded up over here. You know how I do
Tim
it.
K, what's up, bro? Hope you're well, and I hope you had a good Christmas, man. And my best to your people and the pops, and I hope everything's well, man.
Yeah.
But we're just hanging out. Baby girl's trying to get all this shit dialed in. Still learning how to do it.
Oh, it's just being
I
difficult.
seen that Mega Million lotto thing, man. Someone hit that shit up here in Shasta County, Redding, baby girl. Someone became a billionaire. Yeah. Up in Shasta County, man. It's California, Shasta County.
Yeah, I saw something about they only get half of that before taxes, which I think is utter bullshit.
They
You
do.
say you get 1.1 billion, but they're going to give you half, and then they're going to take about a third or more of it in taxes. So, it's nice that they let the world think you're getting that much money, but you might get a quarter of it. Might.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
I
insane.
guess the one lump walkout is 500 million. That's before taxes, and then after taxes, it's like 300 million they walk away with total. But that's still a big life-changing event, I'll tell you that.
Well, I'd imagine 300 million makes a difference, whereas I heard 3 million will just ruin you. And I can see that. You get $3 million, you squander it all, and then you're broke, and then you can't figure out what the hell happened. Like, what the hell happened?
Hell no, man. $3 million is free. If I'm free with $3 million, I'm buying a couple houses.
Yeah, and then it's gone. And then it's gone,
man.
Honey. And then you got taxes to pay, and more taxes to pay, and more taxes to pay. See how $3 million could essentially ruin you?
Well, I'm smarter than that. I'm not gonna let it ruin me.
Well, but a lot of people, especially people. Oh, I finally found it. People who cannot manage their money. They
I get it.
They don't know what they're doing. Okay, we do have some folks in the chat. We got Mark from the UK tuning in. He goes by PFC Mel, but he says he's Mark. Hi, Mark. And Tim is with us.
All right, now Mark, we're sending ours to the UK, man. It's nice to hear that we get heard around the world, man. Right on, bud.
Mm-hmm.
We send our best to you, man. You and your people. Who else?
And Tim, I don't know. It looks like they've got monitored and recorded. About a dozen people in here, but only a couple are speaking out, and that's okay. Well, we
All
love to
right.
hear from you.
All right. Well, I send my best to everybody. You know, hope everything's well. Post Christmas, we're post Christmas, so I'm glad that shit's over. I ain't gonna bullshit. It slows my time up, man. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Other than that, man, figured we'd jump on here for a little bit tonight and holler at you guys. I was talking to a friend of mine today, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so this guy came from, he's a Mexican guy. He came from death row. He's condemned. And,
how long was he on death
so
row
he was
for?
up there for like,
I'm sorry.
for about 20 some odd years. And, then they, closed down death row up there and they shipped everybody to different places in California prison system.
Mm.
Well, before he got transferred, they told him, hey, we're going to send you to a better place. We're going to send you closer to your family into a medical facility that's really good. And the whole 9 yards. Well, guess what they did? They sent him here to New Folsom Solitary Confinement at RHU building.
Mm.
And now get this. So when he left San Quentin, he was on pain meds and he had a pain regimen plan and everything like that. And while he was there in Quentin, he got his contact visits being condemned. You know, he gets contact visits and put your little family in his cage with you.
Mm-hmm.
And so, he had his little thing going with his people, and he'd come up every month or so and visit him, and hug him, and, have a good contact visit. So he gets here, all that is gone. It's all gone. This prison takes everything. And he's in the hole for nothing. They say possible maybe have safety concerns. And they won't take him to DRB. They keep delaying DRB, delay. He's already been here 9 months. Well, it's one of them fucking things like they did to me and that other guy that was my neighbor. They did to him for 14 months. That's fucking crazy.
So he's on death row. Yeah. He's getting contact visits, probably quarterly packages, all the privileges of everything. A GP. He comes to everything. Where you're at, which is supposed to be GP privileged, non-disciplinary status, ad-seg setting, right. And he gets stripped of everything.
Everything, baby girl. Stripped of everything. His contact visits are gone. And just due to a transfer to a different place, because they closed that down where he was over there in Clinton and transferred everybody out. And the fact that they say he may have some safety concerns.
That's their red herring alibi, isn't it? Safety concerns. Yeah. So you're telling me and the rest of the world that death row is more comfortable and easier to deal with than the ad-seg that you're in that's supposed to be temporary.
Right. Absolutely. Ad-seg is always supposed to be temporarily, pending a shoe or pending transfer or pending going back to the general population mainline. And, but this guy's been here 9 months already. And he's condemned.
Excuse me. Okay, but they don't have a shoe anymore. That's what they keep saying. We don't have a shoe. There's no more shoe.
That's a lie.
Well, we know that. We know that.
So, well, it is. So, you gotta look at it like, here's this guy. He ain't caused no trouble. He's been on death row for 20-something years. Had his family come to see him once a month. However often, I'm not sure if it was once a month or twice a month, but you get contact visits. And then due to the transfer and change of location, to a solitary confinement SAG unit. They take his visits, his contact visits. They take all his commissary, give him a whole different commissary list that's not even a quarter of what he.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
They give him a third of his property allowance. And, I mean, just straight up like he's being punished behind a cloak of NDS.
Well, didn't you say also? Didn't you?
Hang on. On an indeterminate NDS SAG status is what they're doing to him. Okay, go ahead.
Didn't you also say that he was from Southern California and he was told he would be closer to family?
Yeah, and he was going to a real good medical facility. So here's the other part of it, is when he got here, they took him off all his medications. And they won't give him nothing back.
And he's got
and
medical
like,
issues.
What the fuck? He's got several of them. So yeah, no, it's fucking nuts. It's nuts.
Wow.
What they're doing to this guy.
Wow.
I mean, but they're doing it to a lot of people.
Well, yeah.
They're doing it to a lot of people now.
Right. That dog just checked in and he says, "Good evening, everyone. Have you guys heard about the convict in New York being beaten to death while handcuffed on video by correctional officers?"
I haven't heard about that one.
No.
But we will check that out, dog. Thank you, man. Good evening to you, bro, and Happy New Year, man. But so this guy, like I said, man, got his whole life uprooted just because Gavin Newsom said we're gonna put a moratorium on executing people, everything's on hold, and we're gonna shut down death row. We're gonna transfer these guys all out. Well, lo and behold, he gets to this prison. This prison says and determines he may or may not have safety concerns, and he needs to go to DRB. And they continue keeping him in a hole with time extensions, delays. And that's what they're doing to us that won't debrief. You know, it's an indeterminate solitary confinement status.
Well,
that's what it is.
Well, you know, in the last 6 or 8 years, maybe a little longer, in the elections, anytime death row or death sentence came up, the people voted for it, and yet he shut it down anyways. And I don't have a problem necessarily with him shutting it down, but I do have a problem with him disseminating all these people, because some of them are out and out weirdos. I'm guaranteeing the guy you're talking about isn't one of those like creeper child herders or nothing like that.
No, he's not. He's not. 90%.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
90% work they are, but you know, that's why they got him over here with us, because he's not one of them.
Whoa! So he's kind of like a probably a high moral kind of like convict mentality. But they're gonna keep him locked down and let the tranny child beaters and damn. You know, those 15 minutes, they go so fast. Anyways, Brant's going to call back. For those of you who are not familiar with how we do this, he calls every 15 minutes because they shut him off. I just want to ask you all to hit that like button and subscribe. And we're going to tell you all kinds of realities of what's going on in CDCR. And wow, dog. I'm gonna share what you just put here. Hold on.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Honey, I just gotta read the chat to you real fast because I think we need to maybe give this a little attention first while they're hot about it. All right,
Okay,
so Dog says that this meeting is about correction officers. Tim read about it today. Dog says it's going to be a big deal. It's going viral. And Tim heard that there was 13 COs fired, and Dog says they're definitely going to get prison time. They were lifting him up by the throat after he was already unconscious.
Wow.
It sounds so. Wait, just let me
crazy.
just throw this in there. It sounds to me like New York is competing with California.
Yeah. That's crazy, dog. We'll check that out, man. Matter of fact, probably in the mornings, I'll have my baby girl tell me about it. We'll check it out, man, and I'll probably talk about it next Wednesday or something. That's terrible, man. That's what they do, man.
Wait, the convict's name is Robert Brooks. That's not that dude that went on a rampage running people over, was it?
No, that's Daryl Brooks in Minnesota. That's that fucking weirdo.
Okay, Brooks. Well, see, I remembered Brooks.
No.
Yeah, it's a shame. Okay, so yeah, we'll definitely check it out and come back with you when we come back on our next show. This is big deal stuff.
Yeah, we will. Fucking just think of it, man. This guy, this death row guy, man, he was sitting over there living what little life he got, hanging out with his family, getting contact visits, enjoying what he could, the privileges he did have coming. They move him to a solitary confinement unit and take everything. Take his medication, take his meds, take his medical, take his fucking family from him, moved him further away from his family. And it's pathetic, man. It's fucking bullshit. And they refuse to take him to DRB. They keep delay. 90-day increments is what they're doing. 90 days. And it's just a fucking straight excuse factory with these people. But watch this. So, when my friend Ronnie had an issue, or he got a 115, when they said he tried to get at a couple of cops, and about a week or two after that, this guy I'm talking about, this Mexican, goes out for surgery. Now get this, here's the fucking foul shit. I mean, it's all foul, but he goes out for surgery, right?
Oh, this is insane.
When we go out for surgery, and we get to the hospital, they're supposed to take your ankle, shackle your ankle to the bed, right? You got one shackle on one ankle, and the shackle goes to the bed. That's how it works. They take everything off of you, so the nurse can put the IV, draw blood, prepare you for surgery, right? So the nurse tells the staff, remove his shit, and they said no. We're not doing that. We're not taking that off. So they left the cuffs, the black box on, and the nurse again tells them, take this shit off of him so we can do surgery on this guy. And they said, we're not doing that. Fuck you. You don't tell us what to do. Well, we are CDCR, the toughest beat in the state. You're not telling us what to do. Some shit like that, right? Well,
wow.
So she had to, so they take her around the corner, come back about 5 minutes later, and guess what they did to his feet?
Huh.
She came back with a roll of duct tape. They took his shackles off, and they fucking duct taped his feet together at the ankles.
Wow.
So there was no metal on his ankles. Well, they still won't take the black box and the cuffs off of him, so the nurse can put the IV and they can put him to sleep. And he ain't never caused no problems. He don't have nothing in his record. And so they duct tape his feet really tight together, and finally she was able to find a vein and get up in his vein, and they put him to sleep, and yet he's cuffed and black boxed around the cuffs, so you can't even move the cuffs. You can't move your hands. You're fucking stuck. They cut into your wrist. I bled many times from my wrist. Even when I go to court, I bleed. And the feds see it. My attorney see it. The judge sees it.
But wait a minute.
And,
Didn't you tell
watch
me?
it.
Didn't you tell me he was having surgery on an upper appendage?
Well, I'm not done. That's the kicker. Well, my wife just exposed it to y'all. Not only was he cuffed in black box, and now they somehow got this fucking needle in his arm so they could put him to sleep. And guess what? They had to do the surgery. His fucking elbow to reattach ligaments and shit. And the doctor had to work around the pigs leaving on the fucking black box and cuffs during surgery.
No.
You know how dangerous that is?
No. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the doctor even operated at all, because it's such a disrespect to the work itself.
It's
The man is being tortured.
It's life-threatening.
Or the very least, permanently damaging his arm.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
It's life-threatening, baby girl.
It's
That
sickening.
shit is life-threatening. You're not supposed to be secured like that when you're put to sleep under anesthesia. Well, I mean, I guess the doctor made complaints about it. CDCR lost the contract because they refused to operate on anybody anymore like that. And, due to these fuckers, man.
Did he get his operation or no?
He did. He did get the operation. I don't know how. I don't know. I mean, I can only imagine that was a fucking feat, because operating on your inner elbow, on the inside of your arm.
Well, it's contorted.
Underneath the inner part. Yeah, and I don't know how they did that, but they did it. And he was still black box when he came to. And I mean, that's something else, man.
That's obscene. That's right up there with beating that guy to death in New York. These cops are out of control, man.
Yeah.
It's like they have no soul.
Yeah, no, right. Mm-hmm. And the policy is one ankle to the bed. That's it, right? They put you to sleep. You're unconscious. You're out. That shackle comes off.
Wow.
You are not supposed to be tied up at all. Because if you have a heart attack or a blood clot during surgery, they got to cut your chest open. Massage your heart. They got to save your life. Whatever. Blood transfusions, all that. People have died like that before, but, that's the game they're playing now. That's the game they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
I went to court a few times, right, baby girl, where that black box was so fucking tight. I walked past Judge Mueller and her clerks, and they see my wrist are fucking bleeding. And I showed my attorney and the feds, look at this shit, man. And, they play, that's CDCR. You need to sue them. That's wrong.
This call and your telephone
Yeah,
number will be
but
monitored and recorded.
okay, so you sue them in the same fucking court of law that's witnessing it, not doing jack dilly shit about it. Seriously?
Right.
I mean, where's the checks and balances in all of this? Dog says that his wife is a registered nurse training to be a nurse practitioner, and she used to get convicts from Victorville. And she used to refuse to work around restraints as well. Well, because it's immoral to work around restraints. My God.
only is it immoral, it is life-threatening.
Well, that's what makes it immoral.
Life-threatening. So, I mean, but that's what CSP-SAC is doing. That's what CSP-SAC is doing.
That's insane.
And I mean, he told me I could share this with y'all, man, because I'll only talk about my personal shit unless somebody gives me the okay, like he did today. I asked him, made sure to ask him, and Ronnie, I always ask Ronnie, is it cool? I might wait until an article comes out, and then, me and Ronnie, go ahead, bro, put it out there, and I'll let you guys know. And I won't express, I won't expose someone's personal shit.
No, but someone like this guy who wants people to know what they're doing, like we want them to know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Happily.
Right.
Happily,
right.
and we hope you speak up too,
So,
because the more of us speaking up, the more of us are speaking up.
Yeah, well, his people are also they're supposed to look at our thing right here, Solid Behind Blue Eyes. And as a matter of fact, folks, you guys like hearing the truth about corruption, the real truth from solitary itself. I'm in solitary confinement, as I said, New Folsom, man. We're the only people that are speaking out on behalf of the GP actives, man. We are fully activated. And I keep mine real. I don't cross no lines. And I talk about conditions of confinement and corruption by the cops, man. I mean, CDCR itself. And other than that, I ain't talking about it. I ain't crossing no lines. I ain't doing none of that. If you guys like hearing that shit, man, share my shit, folks. Share it. Hit the like button. Subscribe, man. Get this out there. Let's get the message out there to the people that pay these people's wages. That's you guys.
Well,
taxpayers in California.
Yep.
Taxpayers in America, man. You guys pay their wages, man.
Yep.
We have a right to know what they're doing to us.
Well, more than that, you have a right to have a say in what they're doing to you.
You damn right. You damn skipper.
If the public finds a problem with it, maybe there's a problem with it.
Right.
Dog says
There's
his wife told him that convicts are the most respectful patients she's ever dealt with.
Yeah, hey dog, you know what the trick, man, is every time I go out, I'm very respectful. The nurses never have a problem with me, man. They treat people right. Well, see, what they do is they treat you as a person, as a patient, not as a convict. In the prison medical treats you as an inmate first, and the problem with the prison medical is they commingle with staff, right? They marry each other, they bone each other, they masturbate each other, they do weird shit to each other, and so they commingle. So now you got a medical system that's hybrid cop system, CO system, and it's not impartial, it's not unbiased, because they're too tight with custody, man. There should be no fraternization at all.
Well, there technically is. I mean,
well, let me tell you something. I'm gonna put you up on some real shit. When they put us in the short corridor at Pelican Bay in 2006, January, IGI hooked up with Dr. Sayre.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Dr. Sayre, the butcher, and now Dr. Sayre became a branch of their torture to the short corridor prisoners,
right?
Through the face of medical,
right?
Through the face of medical, and they used everything in my life, in my friend's life, as a torture device.
Yep.
They did everything,
especially
even medical. Even
especially medical.
Let me call that. I got especially medical. That is like something that's not supposed to be played with.
Nope, it sure isn't. He'll be right back, folks. All right. If you're just checking in, please hit that like button. And if you got any questions about what's going on here, ask away. We love getting questions. We love answering questions as long as, they're within the parameters of our communications. Um, Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Yep. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, leave comments, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell people you think might be concerned or take an interest in what we share. Um, hey, Grant. Uh, as soon as Brent gets back, I will share your comment with him. All right. And we get the slowdown on the callback. Always feeling the love from CDCR. Even when they do something nice or halfway decent, they got to put something icky to it. And it's unreal what these people do. I heard it was something. It was something like, oh, wouldn't that be a nice gesture if they hadn't, put some burrs in it. All righty. And you're back.
Yeah.
I got to take a
Yeah,
few times.
listen, it's starting to play games again. This every time now when we do this in the evening at 6, we might have to change the time, folks, because they're playing these games with my tablet because I'm letting y'all know the truth. This prison and now I guess wait a minute. GTL via pass, they're either trying to block the truth getting out there because it seems to only do this. My tablet seems to only do this when I'm getting at you guys on these lives. So just know that it's these people trying to prevent y'all from knowing the truth. And that shows a guilty conscience on their half.
I seriously doubt GTL gives a fuck. Really.
Well, they don't give a fuck if IGI pushes up on them. You bet that.
Anyways, Grant has a question for you. He says, "What did Ronnie say? Scoops was laying the foundation." Grant says hi too.
That's right. What's the question?
What did Ronnie say? You were laying the foundation around the situation.
Yeah, just that. He said that. He sent his statement home to his people so they could put it on their channel. You guys could read it. And what he said at his sentence hearing. So you guys will be able to see everything that we are standing for. Everything that I've said on my videos, he was able to put it in court and get it on the record. So that's a good thing.
Nice.
That's a good thing, man. And you guys will see it as soon as his people put it out there. And it's definitely a good statement that he put in the courts, man. And I was real glad that he had that opportunity to expose it to the world, man. Right. I really am. It's a good, well-written, well-rounded statement that the judge needed to hear, the feds needed to hear, the attorneys needed to hear, and everyone out there, the newspaper people, but the stuff that they printed wasn't even a fraction of what he said. So,
and that's why they're going to publish it so we can all read it.
Absolutely, baby girl. You guys, when they publish it, you guys go check that shit out, man, because it's powerful, and that's what they're doing. Okay, check this out. So there was a motion to dismiss his attorney's filed last year, and they had a person do a fucking professor of criminology and a law professor down there at Cal Irvine or something like that, do a study, do an in-depth, comprehensive study on what has happened before the hunger strike, during the hunger strikes at Pelican Bay, and after the lawsuit was settled. And they took their time, like 4 months, 3 months, and did a very comprehensive review of all the facts that have gone on, everything that has gone on post Asker settlement went into law. And I read some of it to you guys before, like maybe about 8 months ago. I have to get copies of it, and I'm going to have my wife post it on our community session, so you can see it yourself. It's paperwork. And this person that did this is a very well-educated professor from Cal State Irvine or Cal Irvine down south. And, I distinctly, there was a part that really, really struck me, and it got to me, man. It kind of pissed me off, was this ongoing confidential fake news information. Because that is a big part of the lawsuit, the confidential information. And, they told Judge Mueller and the courts everything that CDCR continues to do with bogus confidential information that has manifested itself out of the thin blue air from an officer's hand and has no backing whatsoever. And, this guy's seen it. This guy that did this study on what they've done and the retaliation that they've done. He did a big old comprehensive review. And when I get it, baby girl, I'm going to send it home, and you're going to put it online. Because I want it. I want it on there for the folks.
Yeah. Yep. Grant's reminding us.
Call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Grant's reminding us that the study was authored by UC Irvine's social ecology professor, Karamet Reeder. Writer. I think it's
That's
Reeder.
right. Karamet Reeder. Man. Yep, that's it. And you'll see how this person it's a law professor, man. That's what they do is check this shit out, man, in criminology. And, they haven't stopped. They have not stopped with this bogus information. I was talking to somebody yesterday, right? And this person, I won't say their name, of course, told me that they asked me what I believe is CDCR's end game and the gang unit OCS is what are they trying to do? And I told them they're pitting people against each other. They're lying. They're manipulating information, confidential information. They're cheating. They're going around bogusly spreading slander. And you know what he told me? This is an ex-officer, right? He said that that's been IGI's MO for 30 years. That's their go-to. That's what they do. And the sad part about it is, convicts know better than to believe anybody in green.
Right.
Convicts know better.
Right.
We are taught that the first year we come in the system.
Hey, listen.
So, I don't know.
Listen.
What?
Doug said the Prison Talk radio show is about confidential informants stealing parole dates from men this week. It's definitely getting attention.
Wow, is that right, dog? We'll have to check it out, baby girl.
Yeah, so is that the name of it? Prison Talk radio show? I guess we'll figure it out.
Is that the name of it, dog?
And Outlaw here, he says, hello, Team TSA. Hey, Outlaw.
Outlaw! what's up, bro, man? Happy New Year to you and yours. I hope you're well. I'm ready for you whenever you're ready. You let me know, man. We'll hook that up. Fuck yeah, we will. We'll do a good one, bro. We'll do a good one.
He says he's listening, but he's
let me know.
doing the family night thing. Absolutely.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Saturday night with
That's
the
right.
family. That's what it's all
Hell
about.
yeah, family night, man. That's the good life there, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
That is the good life right there. That's what I'm trying to get. That's right. But you just let me know when you're ready to do that trip, man, or whatever you want to roll. You let me know, and I'm on board all the way. So, but yeah, baby girl, when I get that thing, it's a good comprehensive study, man.
Yeah, I'm
And
looking
it was a
forward to it.
declaration, right?
Mhm.
It was a declaration under oath of perjury. So it's it's legit. It's not bullshit. It's not
Right.
it's
This is a frustrating thing, though. It can be as solid as gold, as 24 karat gold, and it's like nothing's being done. It's like when Dr. Everett Allen made his testimony, and nothing changed. Nothing changed. It's almost like they're getting a confirmation of doing all the sick shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, right on track.
Right. And that's the bad part about it.
Oh, this is that show that we missed Thursday at 11.
Okay.
We were supposed to check out Thursday at 11 on KPO, San Francisco. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is the Prison Focus channel. Okay. We got to check that out.
Yeah, we will. But what we're trying to do here, folks, is unite everybody and possibly, get more people involved to spread the message and start demanding change. Because, parole, when you go to parole hearings, confidential informant, they have the power with a confidential informant to deny you parole. So that's why, that's how bad this shit is.
Right.
So you can get a guy, I can go to parole board tomorrow, Monday, and they can say, look, Mr. Daniel, we got 2 informants from another prison say X, Y, and Z about you, and we're going to deny you 10-year parole. We're going to deny you for 10 years. Have a good one.
I thought they couldn't go more than 7.
I don't know. Huh?
I thought they couldn't go more than 7.
Well, it's 7, 10, and 15. So
wow.
Unless they changed it, they might have changed it, babe. I'm not sure. Yeah.
How can we be denied 15 years of parole after you've got your minimum? That's fucking twisted.
It's happened. Well, so I heard some rumors it might have changed, but I don't know.
I think 7's the longest that they go now.
The fact of the issue is, if a confidential informant, a faceless enemy, can deny you, get you denied parole, and you don't even know
based on
you don't know the
unfounded
person.
allegations.
Right. And I mean, goddamn, man, how is that fucking acceptable?
I don't know. It's not. I don't find it acceptable.
Then we got Corey Perry, man, taking a stand on the Dauber hearing with Ronnie, saying, yeah, we falsify shit. We cut and paste from one to the other. Yeah, we do that all the time. So what? That's how we combat games.
So what? He got transferred out. Now they got another bozo doing the same thing, and it's all.
No. He got a raise.
I thought you said
he got a raise.
He's not in that position no more.
He's not. He got an upper position.
Oh, he got promoted. Oh, he got promoted. Yeah. And a raise.
He don't get to testify no more though. They're like, he's such a horrible witness. He don't get to testify no more. So what he does is he's a lieutenant of OCS and he trains. He's a trainer. And
how to lie and manipulate. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Yep. So when you got people that are being denied parole eligibility, denied 7 years for a faceless rat that may or may not exist, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. And not only that, them people keep keeping us in the hole right now. They're keeping us in the hole once again on indeterminate status, on an indeterminate ADSEG status.
Mm-hmm. On allegations that may or may not exist. Mm-hmm.
Right, because we don't know if the cops just fabricated this. We don't know if the snitch actually is a human being, or it might be the cop's dog, the canine that's talking to him because he's drunk or something. I don't know. I got no clue. But
or taking one semi-statement and turning it into 10 statements.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let me call back. I'm going to call back, babe, so keep your fingers crossed.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me of that radio show because we wanted to catch it and we are definitely going to go hunt it down. It's just, holidays and I don't know. Sometimes this stuff just gets to be a bit much. I literally have to find myself saying, okay, I'm going to watch a movie. I'm not going to do anything prison at all. Just to, tamper down on my senses. But, I love what we get to do here. I really, truly do. And if you love what we do, hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Share it with the world. We don't care. Share it with everybody.
Thank you for using Global
All right,
Link.
Brant, back again.
It worked.
It worked. Woo.
I'm back in the saddle, baby girl.
Yeah.
Yep. So, that's where we're at, man. When I was having a conversation with that guy yesterday, and he said that's just some old IGI tricks. They've been doing that for decades. For me, the bad part about it is convicts know that they do this, but they still run with it. That's the foul shit. It's like, the cops ain't never gonna stop trying that. But it's on us to be like, man, fuck you, shut up, dude. Stay out of our business, stupid ass. Stay out of the fucking business and shut your fucking mouth.
Well, they keep painting this other picture too, like lollipops and rainbows and all this crap and all the good they do for the community while they're, literally destroying lives and then, doing some really deranged stuff, letting just as many, if not more, bad people out as good. It makes no sense.
You got a corrupt system that's designed to silence the dissent. So, they're designed to silence us, folks. And
but what about the public? What about public safety?
Right, but they can't deny you guys. You guys got way more rights, and you have the right to fucking pound the table. You have a right to do your homework. That comp stat. Go to that comp stat, baby girl. Tell them that comp stat.
That's just their computer system. Just their computer system.
Oh, that's all? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know. But you guys got a right to know all they're doing and to be heard. So, listen. My baby girl came across Ron Broomfield's Tell him, baby. Tell him what you found.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to
Tell him what
leave.
you found on that piece of
I'm
shit.
gonna have to leave the chat for a minute so I can go there. I
Okay.
put a link to
Okay.
the I put a link to it in the description of this video, but I'm just gonna go over there
Oh, okay.
and I'll read it.
Okay, well,
Uh,
yeah, just read a few of the questions, a few of the answers, and I'm gonna expound on some of it, just a few, and then they can check it out on our community, whatever. Yeah, folks, this shit's a trip, man. This guy's like, he's a superhero. He's Captain America. He's Captain America, my ass.
all right.
My ass, man.
All right. Well, you've heard us talk about Ron Broomfield, and Ron Broomfield's the guy who shot Brant down without any kind of consideration. I'm gonna skip over a lot of it. But this is him, DAI, Director of Adult Institutions, Broomfield, retiring in December. In a letter to Broomfield, Governor Gavin Newsom wrote, "Throughout your career, you have demonstrated exceptional leadership while advancing what has come to be known as the California model, a testament to the visionary work we have done to transform the correctional system here in the Golden State. I'm particularly grateful for your support in transforming San Quentin Prison into the San Quentin Rehabilitation Center and for your years of service as its warden. Thank you for your invaluable contributions. I am wishing you all the best as you embark on this next chapter."
And all he's done was destroy lives. That's it.
Well, wait. I just want to point out that the way Newsom speaks is if the transforming is complete. It's done. It's all better now.
Right.
I want to get to these last couple questions.
Yeah, that's what I want to hit on.
Yeah. What are some of the biggest changes you've seen in the department since you started? And he says technology is the obvious answer. I was one of the first correctional counselors to use a computer. Now we rely on technology for most tasks. I'm excited for correctional officers to have more and more tech solutions, as I believe it will make their jobs easier and will enhance their profession. The most important change I've seen in my career is the paradigm shift from corrections as punishment to corrections as rehabilitation. I've held this in my heart for a long time. Do you want me to pause here or finish this question?
Go, finish.
The environment of corrections will always be extremely challenging. How we respond to these challenges will either build up or tear down a life, your life or the person standing in front of you. I believe the department is finally headed in the right direction.
So this guy says, okay, technology, they went to computer systems, okay, but so this guy says that it went from a system of punishment to rehabilitation. And then he takes the only rehabilitation I got straight from underneath my feet.
Oh,
and he's doing it to several other people. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Trust me, I'm just one of many. I'm the one speaking out on it, right? I'm giving you context, examples, substance.
Right.
And yet he's going to get on there and promote himself as he's a champion of change for rehabilitation and not punishment. That guy's full of shit, man. Okay, go ahead.
The last question was anything else you'd like to add, and he says, look for reasons to say yes. You know, he shot you down so hard, he didn't even want to hear your story, and yet he has the audacity to say he's here to build people up and make a change for the better.
Right. Now, okay, a person that actually stands on what they say would have had some back and forth dialogue, Q&A with me, right? Q&A session before a decision was rendered. None of that.
No, he
None of
decided
that.
before he entered the
As soon
room.
as I said, oh, absolutely. Again, OCS is the one that did that. And they confirmed it when it came in on Monday, as you guys, I did in my last video on Wednesday. So check out last Wednesday's video on what?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Yeah, check out my Merry Christmas video. You'll see. So OCS came to me, came to us, all of us right here in this unit, the federal guys, and they fucking flat out said that they knew what they were doing. They knew what he was going to do. They had a hand in it, and that they know that I'm not going to accept it, and I'm going to fucking act out. They feel I'm going to act out on them. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to force a reaction of violence. And they don't know how to deal with it when I don't play into their hand.
Yep.
So, again, that they are scared, shitless, but they're the ones that created the fear. They're the ones that created the issue for that they're scared over. They're the ones that created the whole 9 yards. It's all manifested, created, incepted, and disseminated by them. It's a completely controlled environment, a completely controlled narrative, and it's all being done by these people to further their agenda. And that's what it is.
I just
systematic dysfunction.
I just have to reread this statement, honey. I just have to reread it for the impact, and then I'll get back on the chat. The environment of corrections will always be extremely challenging. How we respond to those challenges will either build up or tear down a life. Your life or the person standing in front of you. Now, what the hell?
And your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Oh my God.
Why should it even be an option? Why would you want to decide to tear down a life?
Right. Well, that's what Sacramento headquarters is built on, tearing down people's lives. Okay, but if these guys snitch and they go debrief, oh man, they get 115s disappear. They get action. They get all types of shit. They get catered to. They get pandered. They get fucking coddled. They get all that, man. But you got honor and integrity, and you don't conform with the agenda, boy, you get screwed. Okay, now go check out the chat. Let's hear what people are saying, baby.
All right.
Because I know my folks, our folks out there are like, what? But that Ron Broomfield, folks, he's a piece of work. And the one that's going to take his chair after he leaves, Gina Jones, is worse.
Well, she's an empowered woman, so 30 and 30 and all that emasculating, garbage. Okay, Grant says Corey Perryman probably reports to Jeff McCumber. Broomfield looks like Michael Douglas' character in Falling Down. Michael Douglas's character in Falling Down wasn't nearly as diabolical. He was just a pissed off man.
Yeah, that's funny.
Broomfield looks conniving. Michael Douglas' character didn't have that conniving.
He is conniving. Trust me. Many of us know that.
And then Dog says, I get the feeling these cops hang out in the program office drinking coffee and writing bogus confidential statements all day.
Bingo, dog. You hit it right on the head, my friend. Yep, that's exactly what they do. And you know what, though? We can never find out, man, because now there is no oversight. And it's like, okay, say, for instance, I challenge it on habeas corpus in the state court in Sacramento, right? Okay, well, you beat one out of 86, right? I beat one out of 86 or two. Well, now 7 more pop up. And I got to file on those 2. Okay, I beat 2 or 1 out of 7. And now another 60 pop up. That's how they do it, man. That's how they're doing this. Yep, that's exactly how they're doing it.
Grant says, I was one of the first correctional officers to use a computer, in quotes. Broomfield joined CDC in 2001. And I'm sure the computer systems were in there for a good 10 years before that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not to the extent that they are now, but there was computers in there. There was at least word processing units.
Yeah, they had some sort of computer system. I don't know what, but I know when they came in with herbs and psalms and shit, and they put all our files on computers. They put everything is done. I don't know the year. I just know that it's been a while, man. It's been a while. It's been a while. But yeah, that guy is
You have 60 seconds remaining.
God damn. Let me call back.
Okay. Yeah, they have the power to indulge their sadistic desires. Ain't that the truth? I mean, it's just like blows my mind. Where do these people come from? I've tripped on this for years now. It's like you can see their horns and their scales. I mean, it's like, yeah, you're not human. You're monsters. You're just absolute monsters. And I don't understand how this whole thing even exists the way it does. It makes me crazy. But you know that hell adage with little demons with pitchforks. That's how I envision this part of prison, you know? It's just like that. It's just like that. Like I was saying before, even when they do something good, they gotta fuck it up. Put a hook in it. Get ice cream. Oh, they spilled salt in it or glass or some shit like that, It's never ending. All right, I'm gonna hang up because it was staticky. It just, you have to hang up anyways. Get them started over. So hope y'all doing real good out there in chat land. I'll be calling back soon here. Oh my goodness. I wish I wish I was better at this. I really not much of a public speaker. Okay. I'm waiting for that phone to ring. So every 15 minutes, Globalina hangs up on us. Thank you, Tim. I've always kind of liked doing the behind the scenes thing. Not much of a forward person on that. Although, get me one-on-one, you'll find out how forward and I can get. Baxter's doing much better. Thank you for asking. He's an old man, but he's got his little perkiness back. I was a little bit worried about them for a minute.
Hotel link.
All right.
Yeah,
no hunger strike. I got him eating kibbles and meat. It's kind of like got to balance it out a little bit, but he's feeling better. He's feeling much better. What happened was it was really staticky when you called, so I didn't waste any time. When Globalina's staticky, it's pointless to try to complete the call. So
Yeah, no, I got you.
Tim was saying CDC has no oversight, and there's nothing to check the worst impulses of these people. They have the power to indulge their sadistic desires.
Right. Exactly, man. Exactly. I mean, I couldn't say that better myself, man. That's what they're doing. They have no oversight, none. And what the courts have to realize is their moves, the little moves that they pull, right, is designed to create a problem for a guy. It's designed to slander somebody by the optical illusion of shit. It is. That's what it's designed to do, and they know it. They know what they're doing, and I guarantee you, we get these motherfuckers on the stand in my case. They're in trouble. I can't wait. That's all I'll say about that. I can't wait. Because I'm taking it to them. I'm gonna take it to them like my way in the courts, and we're gonna expose some shit on their fucking sorry asses.
So
they like them apples.
Tim's asking a real governor. The feds are the only ones that can check them, right? Or the courts should be able to as well, but
the courts can. You got a system that is supposed to be ran by the governor, but he's such a putz. He's allowing McCover and the CDCR as a branch of his cabinet to do whatever they want to do. And the courts are supposed to have oversight to some degree, and the feds really are, they can step in at any time. Like in 2005, they stepped in on the medical, right? Because Hilton Henderson said the medical was so horrendous. They were inmate a day was dying due to lack of medical that's up to standard. Well, they put this federal receivership in place and put all medical records on a computer now. I mean, back then, and it was supposed to improve. Well, it actually got worse. It actually got way worse. They took medications for they call them comfort meds, not medication of life, needing to save your life or something. So if you got allergies or you got sinus problems, they used to give these little pills called Alachlor. It keeps your sinuses in check. It keeps your, or if you got a cough, they'll give you robitussin cough syrup without alcohol, or they give you cold setups, or whatever you may have that could be taken care of over-the-counter medications. But in 2006, they took it all. They took it all, and it got worse. They start denying all sorts of medical treatments. They start taking all sorts of medications that people have been on for years. So, the feds did that. So the feds stepped in and took control or had oversight of the medical. And
but it wasn't the feds. It wasn't the feds. It was a whole program they created. That maybe the feds created it, but it was no longer the feds, and it had its own entity.
So look, it was the feds, and I guess some of the attorneys, I don't know what attorney group it was, Donald Spector or Michael Bean or somebody, Charles Carbone, somebody filed lawsuits and got, some type of oversight. And Judge Hilton Henderson said they got 2 years to get rid of 80,000 inmates. So because they're exploding at the seams with the population of prisoners, and that is why they cannot. That's why they can't maintain the budget due to all these prisoners, and that's why the medical is that bad. They're being denied medical. Well, they shuffled the deck. They did some bullshit moves out of state, level 2s and 3s. They did this, they did that. They paroled some level 1s. And, now it's like 90,000, 94,000 prisoners. And, but the medical never got better. In fact, it got worse. It got worse.
And more expensive.
And CDCR blames it. So CDCR blames it on the feds. See what happens when you guys file lawsuits? It's all their fault. Well, hey man, that's crap. And get this, on that report by that guy, Kemet Reader, Milton Henderson went to Pelican Bay in 2001, right? And the cops at Pelican Bay staged the riot. They had a riot. They staged the riot, man. They incited these dudes to fight while Milton Henderson was in the control booth taking a tour of the prison. And
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
This criminologist professor guy, the Reader, Mr. Reader.
It's Ms.
Investigated. What?
I told you before, it's a woman, doctor or professor.
Oh, this woman. My bad. She investigated that incident and found that it was staged. CDCR Pelican Bay staged a riot between two races. It wasn't deadly riot or nothing, but it was just fist fighting and shit. And they did it because the judge was walking through there, and he even said it on his report. And when he was in the tower, he told his colleagues that this is staged, that this is all done by design. And he knew in his heart that the officers and administration up there at the time staged that riot, man. So this lady, this criminologist lady who did this study, she reported this to Judge Mueller. It was all staged. And that is what we're dealing with, baby girl, folks. We're dealing with the system that will stage riots. They will stage stabbings. They will stage whatever they got to in order to keep this budget so much and to keep their paychecks in their pockets. That's what we're dealing with.
Well, all I know is that COVID time it doubled. Boy, they lost a good 30-40% of their head count. So it goes down a significant amount, and then the price doubles and it keeps going up. I don't get it.
But you know why? Because if they're putting all the money in their pocket.
Well, that I get.
All the money.
That I've seen in several places.
Now, okay. They cut a bunch of programs for convicts, right? Prisoners. But not one cop lost a penny out of his paycheck. Not one officer lost a penny out of his paycheck.
And where is the inmate welfare fund going?
In their pocket, somehow, some way. It's probably paying for their pepper spray, or for their batons, or for their gas to drive home.
For their buffets and potlucks and stuff like that they eat in front of you guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, that's where it's going. That's where it's going. And I cannot wait to get a copy of this, babe, because Kemet Reacher reported that in her declaration to Judge Mueller that Judge Phil Henderson knew they staged that riot for him because he was going to be in the tower at that time on that day with some colleagues, just taking a tour, checking it out. Well,
don't they clean house every time they know suits are coming? Don't they scrub?
Yeah. Yep.
And it's funny because
Mhm.
the cops are doing it. They're not having prisoners
Yeah.
do it, which I think is kind of bizarre.
Right. Right. Like right here, they'll scrub the tears. Oh, I gotta tell y'all too. Did I tell you guys the other day? Oh, I told you on Wednesday the warden. No, just Wednesday night the warden walked the tear. Did I tell folks that? I think I did.
I don't know.
Yeah, the warden walked the tear,
Tell
man.
it again.
Well, the new warden walked the tear. The new warden walked the tear on Wednesday. And, I asked him, what's up, dude? I read your fucking memo because he wrote a Christmas memo to all prisoners about, you guys, I'll help every one of you. I'm dedicated to helping every one of you to rehabilitation and rehabilitative programs and just leave the drugs alone and the gang life. Your family needs you, and I'm dedicated to helping every one of you. So I asked him, I said, well, I read your memo, Warden. And he goes, oh, yeah? I said, yeah, I read your memo. How are you going to help me? When are you going to help me, right? And just being kind of taking a sharp jab at him through my questions. And he goes, man, you're beyond help, man. You're beyond my help. The help for you has got to come from Sacramento or the feds or Washington, the president himself. And I'm like, what kind of shit is that, And
Right.
I said, so your memos pertain to everybody but me and my friends. That's what you're telling me? And he kind of shrugged his shoulders, But yeah, that's what he's telling me.
Man, they got some kind of weird like policy for you and your friends. It doesn't make sense, and they obviously have it all figured out because they're all on the same page with it. So what the hell's really going on?
Well, maybe it's the ongoing indefinite ag-seg status again through the face of safety concerns. And folks got to come together. We got to file a lawsuit on it. We got to do something about this, man, because they're going back like 10 steps, and it's just that there's a lot of people enduring what I'm enduring right now. Maybe not as long as I have, because I've been doing this for 9 years. I've been going through this ag-seg shit for 9 years straight now. They won't let me to a Mayon, and I've requested over 1,000 times to sign any document waiver of liability. They just not doing it. And
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
They have a system, and it's definitely in place for their agenda. That's all there's to it. That's all there is to it. There you go. But I'm gonna keep fighting, man.
Well, that's all we can do, right? That's what we do.
Yep. Fighting and exposing their bullshit, man.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Their corrupt system that's designed to silence me and others. Let me call back. Cross your fingers, baby girl.
Oh yeah. So somebody was asking me about some certain details on the snitch tubers or dicks. Certain ways of handling communication to try to get the right things done. I've got a bunch of stuff in the community section. If you can't find what you're looking for and you don't want to put yourself on blast, go ahead and email me at solidbehindblueeyes@gmail.com. One word. And if you have questions or if you need help with your loved ones and want a little advice on how to get stuff done, I'd be more than happy to help whoever's willing to step up for their incarcerated loved ones. All right.
Oh, wow.
What?
Okay. It went through no problem.
It went through no
Imagine
problem.
that. But
Tim K says,
you know,
snitch tubers say you're in the hat.
oh yeah, okay. Oh well, you know, that's funny. Hey man, that shit cracks me up so much because the snitch tubers are controlled by yeah, I know she is. That's just hilarious.
Oh, they're gonna say whatever
they don't even. Huh?
They're gonna say whatever they want you to. They want you to believe. You know.
Yeah. 1 week a motherfuckers in a hat. With I wonder who this week or who next week and who the week last. That shit cracks me up, Tim.
Oh, you want to hear?
That shit cracks me up.
You want to hear a hilarious headline that I read over and over again? The AB leader vowed to return to prison.
Oh wow! I don't know.
You know who they're talking about,
no
right?
Idea.
You know who they're talking about?
Yeah, I know who they're talking about. I'm not even gonna mention that guy's name.
But it's like, I don't think so. Nobody wants to go back to prison. What the fuck's wrong with these people? Seriously, anything for attention, and then calling them leader. That's hilarious, right?
Right. You know what's so fucking crazy is that somebody would say something like that, and I mean, why would you want to vow to go back to prison? That's stupid. First of all, you know, anybody that would want to vow to go back to prison on any page is stupid as fuck.
If he indeed said that, is because he felt really stupid getting busted for doing something so stupid, like trying to run a fraud thing on the government.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway. It's funny because you know, 1 week, one brother's in it, one guy's in a hat. Next week, the other guy's in a hat, and then the other week, someone else. It's insane, man.
Wait, but
it's insane.
But these guys aren't even in prison. They're over there on the sidelines doing the peanut gallery thing.
That shit cracks me up.
What, peanut gallery?
Well, like these snitch tubers got the lowdown, boy.
They create the lowdown.
Like they got the inside hot off the press. That's funny, dude. I'm gonna have to tell Ronnie about that tomorrow. He's gonna crack up.
Tim K says CDCR manipulation has long tentacles. Yep, and hairy testicles.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, Tim K, you got enough. You know a little bit about it, but boy, when you see what I've seen in here, not only are they long, they twist and turn, go north, south, east, and west, spiral. Man, dude, they got all sorts of shit going on right now, dude.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah, octopuses only have suckers on one side. Their tentacles have suckers all around.
Hey, Tim K, well, I want that information where you got that one from because I can't wait to have my attorney send him a subpoena and get him on the stand so he can say that.
Right?
You know? Yeah, because I definitely like that type of stuff right there. I like knowing where it come from. This way, my attorneys can go ahead and put him on the stand, and we can figure out where he got that type of information from and what officer gave him that information or had him say that. Huh. So, let us know. Let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got a whole list now. I got a whole list of about 12 of them. I think between me and Ronnie, we got like 12 or 13 of them that we've been writing down.
Wow.
And on which ones we're going to put on the stand, I'm going to. And yeah, I definitely want to track that one down right there, and we'll have my attorneys do it because they got investigators, and we'll find out who he is, and then we'll send him a subpoena, and he'll have to come testify when it's time for court. Or I might do fucking try to get an evidentiary here. This way, we can show how CDCR is using their fuckboys or cum socks. These guys are their cum socks. They're Maytags. They're sock washers. And, and we can show not only everybody out there, but the courts as well, how they use these guys and, so yeah, get me the name on where that came from, where you got that at. This way I can relay it to my lawyers and we can get a subpoena ready. Because I like that type of shit. Baby girl, what they don't understand is that plays right into my hand. And I like, I did that. And I appreciate that.
Oh, listen to this. No, the dog saying that one came from La Torta, he believes. I use that title.
Okay.
All those snitch tubers pay us NY weenies for stories. Interesting. So the snitch tubers are paying the wow. Snitch tubers are paying the SNY. They admit to paying for their stories.
Right.
Huh.
Well, it's like that other guy, the one with the mask, right? Doesn't he pay
well that was special.
Powder?
That was super cop, man. That was. I saw that from the beginning. I skip traced that motherfucker right down to when he created his page and how it was set up and what it was intended. It sat there for a while waiting for the big bang, and I think it was interesting because it was set up right around the time of the Oscar settlement release.
And you know what's funny, baby girl, is that all my friends, every one of us have been smutted up like that at one time or another by IGI, OCS, and these snitch tubers, right? And look what the Torta said about my friend who got slammed on his face, my friend that the cops tried to kill a couple months ago.
Right.
I mean, the Torta did a video on that, right?
Right.
And he did a video on Ron, man, and so he is their go-to puppet. He's one of them.
Well,
he's one of many. And I say this thing about him is that it's funny because he said he accepted his fate, but he was such a coward he fled the state. And that's just...
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That's the truth.
Yeah, but he likes to flaunt his presence too, which is kind of creepy and weird. I don't know.
But he ain't gonna do that with no real motherfucking gangsters, and you know it.
No, but he's doing it with the public. He does it with the public.
Oh, I know. Yeah, but like my boy, like my bro said a couple weeks ago, man, these motherfuckers make no difference in our lives, man.
Not really.
They make no difference in the life of a real man. None. So I could care less. But I am going to put that guy on the stand. I'm going to put him on the stand. I'm going to put that other homo hangout on the stand. I'm going to put a few other guys on the stand that has spit my name out of their mouth one way or another, and my friend Ronnie's name. So we're going to put a few of them on the stand. And you know what's cool about that is we get to cross-examine them. And the newspaper reporters are going to be there. They get to see these people, and you know what I'm saying? So that they get to finally be exposed who they are. And this guy's a devil dropout. He's a devil dropout. Devil snitch. It's fucking crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah. But, yeah, man, so fucking, if that's where you got it, Tim, fucking cool. That's cool. I'll get that to my lawyers and we'll get this motherfucker subpoenaed. We will. I've been waiting for shit like this. Yeah. We got about 12 people, baby girl.
That's good.
We got about 12 people off this internet YouTube shit. we're gonna put on the stand. I know that.
Well, there's a few of
So,
them
yeah,
that
Call
are
and your
like.
telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
There's a few of them that are artificial intelligence generated, and you kind of wonder where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Especially the judge. The judge is like being really creepy.
Oh, he's garbage.
Straight garbage.
Yeah, that guy's a weirdo. They're weirdo.
Yeah, but he had
They're
information
weirdos,
he
man.
could have only gotten from like it
Right,
wasn't
law
made public.
Law enforcement.
Yep.
Well, he got it from law enforcement. There's no doubt about it. They're using them guys as cum socks, cum dumpsters. That's exactly what they're using them for. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But yeah, man. So yeah. But with that, man, you guys got any questions or comments? Shoot them. Shoot them.
Don says
yeah,
that
man.
an ex-convict that has a channel that doesn't mention names, and he says he was offered to go on a channel, and he claimed the guy had a law enforcement handler. Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I believe it.
Right.
I believe it.
Right. Well, a lot of them do. They got handlers, most of them do. They got handlers, and the handler tells them to put this out there or read this script. We've got that toward there reading the script before. My wife has.
Oh, yeah.
And even when he was bashing on my friend Ronnie, he was reading the script, and we caught him. And, it's all scripted, man. It's all scripted by OCS and IGI. OCS and IGI. It's all scripted.
Yep.
Every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But, they might get a PC and give him a couple dollars so he can go get himself whatever. But, they're not getting no real deal Holyfield story. They're not getting some real shit. It's all cut. It's all cut. It's all boogeyman stuff. You don't really learn nothing. Like, when you listen to one of them guys' videos, do you actually walk away feeling like, I got some knowledge? Like, that was an hour of my time that was spent learning something? Like, some real knowledge? Absolutely not, man. Absolutely not.
Well, what's horrible is they claim they're trying to help kids, and they're, it's like watching scary TV shows or scary movies. It's like, it's not like, what do they call it? Scared straight or anything. It's quite the opposite. It's like, it's a type
they're
of
glorifying, like they're sensationalizing and glorifying being a chomo homeboy. That's what they are. How do you go from being an alleged gangster growing up in a neighborhood, come to prison with a set of principles, and then you tap out because you don't have the spine and the heart, you can't make it, you're such a bitch, and you go over there, and he joined another gang over there, and then he tapped out again over there, he tapped out again over there, and god damn, dude, it's like, wow, you're really something, man. You're really something.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Well, Tim K says
it.
it never occurred to people that a prison system would put out propaganda. Well, prison's just like war, and war is the biggest propagandist I can think of.
Right? Fuck.
You can come right back. It's propaganda was birthed by war. It was born of war. It's mind fuck stuff. We want you to think this. We want you to act like that. We want you to believe what we say is true. It's all a bunch of fucking lies. It is mind fucks. Yeah.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
You're back.
All right.
You're back.
Yeah. So we'll make this one the last call, and we'll close it on down, man. You guys got any comments or questions? Shoot them. Now's the time.
Dog said there's a guy on YouTube that PC'd up in a cop car for shooting his old lady in the face, and he's proud that he was an SNYK.
Oh my God, that's crazy, dog. That's crazy, man. You know, like a lot of the snitch tubers that are on there, so you gotta look at it like this: they're getting paid by their handler, and they're getting donation from their viewers, right? So they're getting paid both ways.
Huh?
And for what? What are they getting paid for? Like, think about that. They're not giving no knowledge.
Well, they
no
justify it by calling it entertainment.
How is that entertainment? Like, are you that lowbrow? Where, you know, just because this chomo rat rapist fucking weird sex offender is on there spitting some shit, that's entertainment? Like, wow. You know, in fact, we heard a couple of guys, I think that guy's Dub or whatever his name is, he beat the shit out of this fucking, he smashed on this pump, Torta. He smashed on La Torta. And a few people have, but you know, I ain't getting into all that, man. I try to educate my people, man, educate y'all on the real shit, and that's why they use people like that against me. They think it affects me or my people. That don't affect me in the slightest. But it does. I like it because I mean, it helps my case. It helps my case. You know, it does. It helps my.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Tim says people want views, and it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. The money's the same, and yeah, they are that lowbrow. Hey, I want to suggest to our listeners that you watch a movie called God Bless America. And it's directed by and written by Bobcat Goldthwait, but it's an interesting take on justice. It really is.
There you go. There you go. Check it out, folks. Man, check it out, man. Check it on out. But yeah,
God bless America.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man, so I try to educate y'all on the corrupt underbelly, and that's what they don't like. They don't like it. I don't care what they like. If I got the PCs hating on me, if I got the chomos and the rapos and the homo hangouts hating on me, cool. I did my job, man. I did my job, because I ain't the only one they hated on. Right? And I guarantee you that fool would not say that shit he did to Ronnie's face. Or Scoop's face. What do you want to bet? I'll bet you every dime I got in my cell right now, every 5 cent, everything I got in my life right now, that to my face or to Ronnie's face, that coward, that child molesting coward, would not say that to our face. He's one of them keyboard warriors that's safe.
He probably wouldn't even
5 states over.
Probably wouldn't even look you in the face, let alone say anything to your face.
Well, you know, I just that's one of those things. Like, it's a false bravado. It's a false fucking sense of tough guy. It's a tough guy act, man. And, you know. I've met many tough guys, man. I've met many of them in my time that were real motherfucking tough guys. And ain't no tough guy is going to tap out twice and go out there and keep it real. I promise you that. That shit's funny. But fuck, man. Other than that, what's cracking with you guys out there, man? Holler at me. What's going on, Tim? Bucky and Grant, dog. Outlaw Allison, man. Ken, you ain't Ken out there. You see Ken or Allison? No.
No,
Am I
man,
an
we're
empty?
thinking of you guys.
Stowe?
Yep.
Yep, Stowe. And Annette sitting mine over there in Norway, man. Hope you guys had a good Christmas and Happy New Year, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Hope we'll catch up. I'll catch up with you on the tablet the next day or two, man. Yeah, fuck yeah. So we got any questions, comments, girl? Anything you want to say before we
No.
close it on down?
Oh, wait. Oh, we got away from it. Yeah, no. I think we covered it all. Yep.
We covered it all. Let me see here. Yep. So, again, the solitary confinement is ongoing, indefinite, indeterminate Q status, basically. That's what it is. And this year coming up, I got court in about 2.5, 3 weeks.
A little
we'll
over
see
2
what
weeks.
they do, man. Yep, I got a big court date, Tim. Everybody, you guys know it. We'll see what these fans do. I want my trial. And the way the law is written is that it's what I believed at the time I took the deal. One, I'm going to Fed. It's done behind the curtain and behind the doors between the prosecutor and the BOP and CDCR. The judge couldn't promise me shit, but because the deal's not between me and her. So that's what I believe. That's an element of what they judge it by. And number two, she has to, or by the law, the way the vacate is written on a failure for them to uphold their end of the bargain, is that she has to err on the side of the defendant. If there's an error to be made, she has to rule on the side of the defendant. And because the illusionary promise rule, I guess, the illusionary promise rule and the illusionary promise that the prosecutor made for 5 years to my lawyers and all 15 other attorneys, the judge at my sentencing, everybody. So it rises to the illusionary promise. So once I vacate, I'm going to trial. I'm demanding a speedy trial within 90 days. And boy, I'm going to have a fucking field day.
Huh.
And I will prove my innocence. My innocence is going to be proven on that shit in Salinas. I am factually innocent of any gang ties being tied to that trip in Salinas, and they know it. I wasn't charged for a write-up of a gang hit on the write-up, nor was I charged for a gang hit in the state court system. And pretty much all their confidentials oppose it having to do anything with the gang. But yet, the federal prosecutor somehow split it, got it in there. So again, they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. But I'm looking forward to my court vote. And you guys will be in the loop all the way through, man.
Yeah,
unless they try to pull me out of here and transfer me.
Dog says that's going to be an interesting trial. What? Fuck yeah. I want to be there.
Oh, yes, sir, dog. I can't wait, man. Hey, dog. And I was clear to all my lawyers, all my co-defendants, their lawyers, everybody knew 1,000%, dude, that if I was here during the trial of my co-defendants, I wanted to attend and have my trial. Well, the prosecutor told the judge at my sentencing, December 20th of last year, I was starting this process, and he will be transferred promptly to the federal prison system. Promptly. Not a year later, not maybe.
Past a year, folks.
That told me. Yeah. And then he dismissed the fact that the judge had an email from the prison BOP for the feds saying we're not accepting these guys. And he said, Your Honor, that's crap. That's California. I got Washington. I got high-ranking. I got the Attorney General. He signed it off. Basically, that's what he said.
Yeah, none of it.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, none of it.
We'll see what happens. He did none of it. He lied. It's called the illusionary promise standard. The illusionary promise of the government to get you to plea out. So not only did they do that, but they used the medical against me. They did all types of shit to me, right? And I can prove it. So I can't wait to go to trial, man.
Uh-huh.
I can't wait. And I'm factually innocent of any RICO. There is no ties of what happened in Salinas to any of my co-defendants. And, the odd thing about it is that they found Ronnie guilty of it. And that's foul. He had nothing to do with it. He had no knowledge of it whatsoever. Fuck. None.
Crazy.
And that's the fucking disgusting thing with these people, man. So, I look forward to court, and hopefully we get some type of action in January. When the judge kind of relayed to Ronnie's attorney at sentencing last week for him, that she can't get involved with the separation of government power, but she asked Jason Hitt, you want to say anything? And he said no. So he didn't want to say nothing about the transfer from state to federal. And, so now that she said on record again, she can't get involved with the separation of powers. That's a fact. That's true. Now, Jason Hitt ain't got to show her nothing. He ain't got to prove to her nothing. But the simple fact remains is because he don't have to prove nothing to her that he's trying to get us to the feds.
And he flaunts it. He flaunts it in front of everybody too that he doesn't have to, which is, kind of a dick move.
Right. He is a dick. He's a piece of shit. He's a dick and he's a piece of shit. He can stick his dick in his own piece of shit. How about that?
Yeah.
So, chili dog.
Oh, no, shut up.
I couldn't help it. My bad. So, but yeah, you guys will be hanging out with us, man, through this process. And I vow to y'all, man, I go to trial, and I get to this trial, I will tell you guys every night. I'm going to update you every night about East End Court, man. How about that?
How about that?
So share that. Share that with your folks. Get the message out there that I can't wait to put these snitch tubers on stand. I can't wait to put them on the stand, and they got to give up where they got their information. They're going to have to give up their handler, the names of the handler, everything. Everything. Or you know what? It's called perjury, bud. You're going to prison for 5 years.
I think you're giving away game there, honey.
No, I don't care. Yeah, they know it. They're smart. Well, they're not smart, but...
No, but they're getting their heads up. They're freaking out now, maybe. Maybe they're setting up their lives.
Good. Get your lives ready, because I got shit that we're ready for you, man. Keep talking shit. Get yourself added to the witness list. I'm coming. We're coming. We're going to put your...
You have 60 seconds remaining.
He said this was the last
your picture in
one.
the paper. Yep. All right, folks. Look, man, I send mine to you. I send mine to the worthy.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Ron said he sends these to everybody. Okay. We send ours to the worthy, man, and hope everything's well. Maybe we do a video Wednesday, or we'll see what happens, man. Until then, take care. Stay solid, and dodge them snitch tubers, because they ain't nothing but chomos. I send my...
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in with us. And if you're listening to us later, Yeah, hit the like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. That's all we want. Thanks. Hope to see you soon.